Hello, Midas here, back again with another Typescript video, and today we'll be learning about control flows. So before we can get started, if you haven't already subscribed, please click on the subscription button below, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I release a new video. Come, let's go. So in the previous video, we got a chance to look at Boolean expressions, and these will be used quite often with control flows. So what are control flows? Control flows are blocks of code that provide a way to make a decision and execute different parts of the code depending on that the condition that you're looking at. So let's look at this diagram before we get started. So let's say we have an online store, and on that online store we sell alcoholic beverages, we sell juice, we sell carbonated drinks, and non-alcoholic wine, and champagne, sorry, not wine. We sell wine and things like that. And we are not allowed to sell alcoholic beverages to people under the age of 18. So in our logic somewhere on our shop online, we have a statement that says, provided that the user that is viewing our site at the moment is 18, then we can show them our alcoholic beverages. Otherwise, just show them things that have no alcohol. So looking at this diagram here, so it's saying, okay, this is our condition over here. If the age of the person is greater or equals to 18, then you can follow this flow over here, because this is the true side, and show them the alcoholic beverages. Otherwise, it's false, so do not show them the alcoholic beverages. Now let's put this into TypeScript. So first of all, I'll start by declaring our age. I'm going to use const age equals to 18. So I'm just going to zoom in a bit here so you can see. So for us to be able to code this result in TypeScript, we need to use a new statement that we haven't used before, which is called the if statement. The if statement helps us execute blocks of code depending on the condition. So you go if, and then you go open bracket, and then you have your curly braces around it. So it's saying if age is greater than or equals to 18, let's just console.log. Let's just print out the age onto the screen. Let's say, okay, I'm gonna do this. Let's say I am over 18. All right. No, actually, no. Let's not say I'm over. I am not under 18. That's a more correct statement. I'm not under 18. Then you can follow this with an else, and then also you have your open bracket here. So what this is saying, say if you find that age is greater than or equals to 18, you will run this block of code here. Else, anything else, run this part over here. So let me just say this guy here. We can say I am under 18. So let's just go down at the bottom here and compile our code. Control flow. Don't worry about that. So we have compiled our code. Now let's go node. control flow.js, it's saying I am not under 18. This is because our age over here is 18. So if we take this to 10, so compile, run, it says I am under 18. So what happens here, it says it runs this condition here, which is part of what we learned in our previous videos for Boolean expressions. So we know that this statement here will evaluate true. So this guy is saying if the statement that's here evaluates to true, run this guy here. Otherwise, run this over here. So now, we ran two statements. Let me make it 19, just to show you that it works. And then I'll compile, then run it again. It says I am not under 18. So which is what? This is over here. So we can also look at another one here, which it's called your if-else statement. Else-if statement, sorry. So this is your if-else. If and then else. You actually don't need to have an else if you don't want to evaluate the else statement. Let's say you only wanted to evaluate in the case that the person is 18 and over, and otherwise you don't want to do anything. So you just do that and say if the person is over 18, just print out I'm not over 18. Otherwise, just leave it out, don't do anything. So now let's make this here 17, and then to see, and then so nothing happened. So nothing was printed out to the screen. It's blank. So now let's make it 18. Sorry. Compile. Run. I'm not over 18. So now let's look at the else if statement. So let's say we want to do something like that. Only if the person is over 18, then I'm not saying. So you say I am over 18. Let's say you also want to do something different when the person is 18. So the person being over 18 and the person being 18, you want to separate the logic for that. Then you'd go else if. So you just repeat the same thing as you did for your if statement there. So now here we can say if age 1, 2, 3 equals to 18, you can say I am 18. And you can also follow this with an else and say I am under 18. Those are, so now let's run this with that one. Go to C, control flow, compile, run it. I am 18 because that's what it says there. Now let's make it 17. Nope, you can make it 78. So for 78 should go in this one. So I'll just go TSC, compile, run that. It says I am over 18. Now let's just make it 7. Then compile again. Run it. Now it's saying I am under 18. So I think I will stop here, and then I'll continue with other control flow statements in the upcoming videos. If you don't understand or need further explanation, just leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. You know the drill. Yes, sir.